Good morning, everyone. It's 10 a.m. I'd like to welcome everyone to the March 4th, 2019 Commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Pam, do we have any public comment?
No, sir.
All right, I have a proclamation here to... Pam, you'll step right up here to the... How you doing? Today we're going to put a proclamation out to the crisis services of Limestone County. Sexual violence remains an issue affecting men, women, and children within Limestone County and the surrounding areas. And research shows that they're much needed for, I can't even get ahead of myself here, widespread and various prevention educational opportunities, community outreach efforts to reduce the rates of sexual violence. Crisis Services North Alabama has an ongoing committed to ending sexual violence through the various programs, prevention educational programs, and community awareness and outreach efforts. Crisis Services North Alabama urges and supports community leaders in strengthening partnership and renewing and community to ending sexual violence in our communities and across Limestone County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Limestone County Commission recognizes April of 2019 as Sexual Awareness Month and urges all citizens of Limestone County to work together to eliminate sexual assault in our community. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for what you do.
Absolutely.
All right. Got ahead of myself reading there. A lot more words. Pam, do we have any more public comment?
No, sir.
Pam, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Samet,
Here.
Commissioner Turner,
Here.
Commissioner Black,
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
Commissioner Black, would you please, our pledge, please?
I will.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from February the 19th and 27th, 2019. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner, second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,269,098.92. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black,
Second.
second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts of interest with anything coming from the commission today? With that being decided, I'll take that as a no. All right, on the resolution orders, I'll ask for a motion to approve resolution for a one-time flat dollar payment of compensation. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Do I have any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under contracts, grants, agreements, I'll ask for a motion to approve emergency management performance grant subword in the amount of $2,266. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on there, I'll ask for a motion to approve agreement with Morrell Engineering for preliminary design and services for Easter Ferry Road project. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, under budget revisions, I'll ask for a motion from Park and Recreations to move $11,200 from the budget fund balance to the R&M building land funds. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion.
And this is for the bridge, right? The trails?
This is for gravel.
Gravel.
Gravel,
For the trail.
okay,
Gravel for the trail.
Okay.
All right. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no emergency purchases, no board appointment, no award bids. Under personnel action, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Jackie McNatt beginning March 1st, 2019, ending March 8th of 2019. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Turner, second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion?
It's May the 8th, so I guess.
Oh, May the 8th. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, I just knew if we probably need to make sure we got that right.
Yes,
so.
sir. May the 8th. I'm sorry.
We don't want to make her come back.
No. Congratulations on her new baby. That's right.
Yeah.
So, with all that being said, I'll ask for a vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. On the second here, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Gary Rep McNatt beginning February the 28th of 2019, ending March 18th of 2019. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Have a
Second.
second. Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to hire Michelle Holden as a licensed commissioner's clerk, Limestone County Commission, Licensed Commissioner's Office. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black, a second.
I'll
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve Cody Mears as a part-time litter patrol driver in District 4, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fifth on here, I'll ask for a motion to hire James Massey as a corrections officer pending a drug screening at jail. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Turner, second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Sixth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve hiring Katie Jackson as corrections officer pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black,
Second.
second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, I'll turn it over to our engineer, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a couple of items for your discussion and approval. One, we have 3 subdivisions. All of them are minor. Easter Ferry Road subdivision, this is for preliminary and final. It's 2 lots in District 4, west of Easter Ferry Road, approximately 2 miles north of O'Neill Road. Scoggins Road subdivision, preliminary and final. This is creation of 1 smaller lot out of a larger tract, approximately 1/2 mile west of New Bethel Road. And Carriage Park Phase 2, it's a replat of lots 1, 2, 5, and 6. This is actually just narrowing a utility easement. And this is 4 lots in District 2, north side of Brookhaven Circle. So we have those that meet all of our guidelines and requirements.
Okay. All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 3 subdivisions listed here by Mr. Massey.
I'll make the motion to approve all 3.
All right. Motion by Commissioner Harrison.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Anything else, Mr. Massey?
Our second item would be to approve the 2019 construction plan, as you have listed in your packet. We organized most of the paving season, so we're requesting that you approve that at this time.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
I'll let it ask. Okay. Motion by Commissioner Harris. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead, Steve.
Let's talking about this work and the dates. It's all scheduled and everything. So I got a question for you, Mark. So we know these dates. Are your guys going to be responsible going out there to prep it, or are you counting on it being prepped by the district when you get there?
Our plan is to do the work as listed there, so the items that are listed, I mean, we're going to be out there to do patching and leveling and chip seal type projects. I mean, those are what we're looking at.
So if the shoulders need clipped, they need done prior to you getting there.
Yeah, so those type things will need to be handled when we get there.
And if it's not, is that going to roll you back? I mean, because I know what's going to happen. I mean, I know these dates right here is going to get thrown out the window at the first sign of.
It's weather. I mean, these are all. We tried to add some days in there, so I mean, we would ask that everybody be prepared when we get there, and so that we can come in and do the items of work that are listed for each project. I mean, because we built the schedule around those items of work, and if we start adding items of work to the project, then we'll get behind, which is not fair to the people coming behind, the districts that are behind us.
Right. I got another question too, and it don't really apply to me because I'm not doing any of it. But I am curious: is Ben's reclaimer going to be used to do all the reclaiming?
I think in District 4 and 1, I think District 3 was planning on renting one.
Releasing one.
What he was wanting to do was, I mean, it's pretty heavy duty, so he was wanting to rent one for that period of time.
That's all the questions I got.
Do I have any more discussion? With no more discussion, I'll ask for a vote. Call for a vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. We have no other business. Don't schedule a public hearing. This time I'll turn to the Board of Officers. Commissioner Samet.
Mr. Chairman, I talked to the project manager for Harvest Road from Wiregrass last week, and he says that April, the middle of April, I believe it is, isn't it, Mark?
Yes.
They will be online and we'll be on the job, so we'll get that knocked out hopefully within, a 60-day project, I think.
Can't remember if it's 45 or 60, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're online with it and hope to get it done because this water keeps tearing it up. And we keep spending more time over there than we want to. So anyway, that's where we're at on that project, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Samet. Commissioner Turner.
Yeah, I talked with Wiregrass last week too about the East Limestone Road project. And they are waiting on their pit to dry out in order to start hauling dirt to that project. So he acted like may see some movement this week on the East Limestone Turn Lane project. I will say this: if you think we've battled potholes the last couple of weeks because of the rain, it's about to be below freezing for 2 or 3 days. We're about to really battle some potholes. So just call them in. We'll get to them quick as we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Mr. Black.
Same thing, potholes. Thank goodness that we've gone around and probably patched some of them twice now, so maybe with this cold weather coming in, if we patched them correctly, they won't come out as bad, but we'll have new ones. So one thing I wanted to do this morning is that as I was coming in this morning, I was thinking about Lee County and the tornadoes that they had reported early this morning that there were 23 fatalities, and I was talking to one of the emergency management officials coming in from Lee County, and they had just found 15 more. So that's a total of 38 now at this point, with still many missing in some areas that they still can't get into. I spoke with EMA here in Limestone County this morning. Haven't got to talk to all the commissioners yet, but we've got generators that we may end up transporting down for Lee County EMA to use. They'll be doing all that through Clanton, and Rita White will be the one that coordinates all that. If it comes down to it, may need some assistance in hauling some stuff, or may need an employee to go down with us for the day or something. So just keep all that in mind. But I just can't imagine 38 fatalities. I mean, we're unlucky when we have tornadoes, but we're really lucky that we got a warning system and a way that we can communicate with our people that like no other in the state of Alabama right here. So keep your thoughts and prayers toward Lee County. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Harrison?
We're still dealing with the effects of the flood last week. We got Gaston Hollow open last Thursday. We put 2 5-foot rows of 5-foot diameter pipe in there, and that we opened that road back up. We still got Ant Hill closed. We're considering pulling those pipe out of there and widening the hole and get some spacing to get gravel and material to pack in between the 2 culverts. And I want to commend the crew for coming in on overtime and working hard this week to try to knock these projects out. We've got a lot of clogged drains, driveway pipes, cross drains that we're still working through, and we're still trying to pack in material on some of these culverts that have eroded, that we've got erosion around. I want to let everybody know of the countywide cleanup on the 9th. This is March 9th, that Keep Athens Limestone Beautiful is coordinating. I would like to encourage all of the residents to go out and at least clean up the area around their house and the roadway connections, especially in my district. I've not had a litter van driver for 2 months now. We just hired one today. So if many hands make light work, I'd like to clean up our county and get the roadway debris off the sides of the road. Still working with Republic Services to implement a day, instead of having 2 designated days, having 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 times a year that they can select their day that they can go in and get a free dump. I'm up to the 4th level of management to try to get that done. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Harrison. I'd like to just thank Crisis Services of North Alabama for what all y'all do for our community. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to send my prayers and thoughts out to our fellow commissioner down in Lee County. And anything we can assist them with, we're always here for. We're like a family, all 67 counties. And I want to thank everybody else for coming. Thank you all for being here. With that being said, we'll recess until 10 a.m. Wednesday, March 13th at our Washington Street Courthouse Annex. Thank you.